Hi, my name is Chip Kime. This is my daughter Dana. She's been putting up with me for quite a long time.
I love my dad.
I started out as a industrial salesman about 40 years ago. And with all the noise and clamoring as you get into these different shops and that sort of thing, my hearing was going down, and I couldn't really hear what I used to hear. And actually had a few fights with my wives because I heard different things come out of their mouths than I expected. I finally went to a big box store to buy my hearing aids. And they seemed to work pretty well initially, but I always seemed to need a little tune-up on them to try to jack the volume up in the unit. But it wasn't that. It was just that I wasn't getting the support I feel from them.
Well, I think what was really difficult for me as your daughter was seeing my dad, who is like, his gift is connecting with people. He walks into a room and just brightens the room and has a gift for conversation and just connection. And all of a sudden, he wasn't able to hear or be a part of conversations. And this was his strength. This is what he's been put on this earth to do. And watching that decline and the decline in him being able to have those conversations, and then him beginning to retreat from any sort of social gatherings because he couldn't hear what was going on and he couldn't respond appropriately to whatever was being said because he couldn't hear.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, if you're a salesman and you can't hear, you're kind of SOL. So I finally gave it up at 70, I was 71. We came here after my daughter being as,
I love you.
well, it took a while for me to get off my rear and come to somebody that really knows what they're doing. I came here thinking I was going to need a cochlear or something like that, but it turns out in this place I was told that I still had hearing, and it just needed a way to get from in here to out there. So they've done one hell of a job for me. I'm hearing that things I haven't heard for years.
And we had no idea about what a properly fitting hearing aid was. I mean, when he had his hearing aids before, it was a hearing aid put in his ear, and it was supposed to be giving him sound. And we found out when we got here that a lot of the sound was leaving his ear and going out into the world. It wasn't going where it was supposed to be going, right,
Yeah,
Dad?
right.
And then it all kind of made sense. It was like, oh, wait a minute. There's a whole art to fitting a hearing aid and making sure it's fitted properly so that the sound is getting where it's supposed to go, and then to have
the proper hearing aid.
yeah, and then to have Amy be able to adjust that specifically for you. So it wasn't just some device to give you sound. It was a device that has been tailored to your needs. I think that was just amazing to see when you go to a place that they've been put on this earth to give themselves to us, those of us that are in need of hearing care support. And I'm just so grateful that we had a place to come to who took the kindness and care they've done with my dad and given him back his gift of gab.
Beautiful.